Hello, my friends. Welcome to Satnam Society. This is Natalie Adele here, and I wanted to introduce you to a new playlist that I've made for y'all on this YouTube channel. So this is called Relaxed Radio, and it's a space, it's a hub for you to go to return to, and to dive deep into, to find practices and breathwork techniques and guided meditations, as well as lifestyle design to really help you relax internally, to rewire your nervous system, to do some inner gardening and tending to the deep soils of your soul, as well as altering your relationship with digital technology. That's a big part of this. So let's dive in. Go ahead and scroll through this playlist, return back to it. It's ever growing, and I'll see you in the next video. So what is the parasympathetic nervous system? Well, it's a mouthful, first of all. It's a lot of syllables. But my intention in this video is to break it down really simply for you, and that you leave with an understanding of what this part of your body does, the inner workings of your nervous system, and how it relates directly to you being a more relaxed and grounded individual. So let's take it from the top. You have your nervous system as a general category, your central nervous system. And then branching off, the main topic of the nervous system is your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system. And so in order to understand what something is, let's first talk about what it is not. So let's zoom in and double click on your sympathetic nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system. So this is the stress response. This is the part of the nervous system that governs the traditional fight, flight, or freeze part of the body, right? The adrenaline, you can feel it, right? When someone pulls out in front of you in traffic. And of course, you probably know this part of our system is designed to keep us safe from perceived dangers, right? Back in the day, this was saber-toothed tiger, this was danger, this was immediate life-threatening circumstances, right? And so the sympathetic nervous system secretes cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and adrenaline, epinephrine, to get us to run a little faster, climb the tree a little bit easier, increase our strength and fortitude in that moment, and diverge very vital prana and blood supply away from the non-essential parts of the body, like digestion and the kidneys and your skin and your hair and everything else. So, sympathetic nervous system, it's our fight or flight. It's designed to keep us safe when imminent danger is arising. Now, a lot of us maybe have a bad rap when we think of the sympathetic nervous system, but it's great. It's great when those life-threatening situations arise, first of all. And second of all, it's what's considered the functional part of your nervous system. It's the part of our nervous system that gets shit done, that drives the car, that sends the email. It's the functional part of our nervous system. And yes, it's the fight or flight. Now here's the problem. Let's take a time out. I don't want to say problem, but here's the situation. Most of us are walking around with the sympathetic nervous system dominating our body, which means cortisol isn't a stress response hormone that's released every now and then anymore. It's constantly being released all day, every day, and every night. I like to think of it like a faucet that's just drip, like the tiniest little leak, right? Which doesn't seem like a big deal, but over a long period of time, that's a lot of water that you're wasting from the resource, from the tap. And so what happens is we become what I call marinated. Every cell of our body is bathing in the stress hormone. And over time, that leads to a lot of kind of not so great side effects like weight gain, diabetes, lowered threshold for pain, decreased immune system, increased risk for cancer and heart disease, increased blood pressure. The list goes on. So That's what the parasympathetic system is not. Let's zoom in on what it is. Let's zoom in on what it is. So the parasympathetic nervous system is the flip side of the coin. It is the relaxation response. It's the part of your nervous system that, like, you know that feeling when you get into like a warm bath on a cold winter day and you have no choice but to go, That's your parasympathetic nervous system turning on. Or when you eat a good meal, enjoyment, parasympathetic nervous system. Or when you have an orgasm. Or when you're in Shavasana at the end of a really challenging class, parasympathetic nervous system. It feels really good. And so the parasympathetic nervous system is the relaxation response. And what it does when it becomes more dominant, meaning it's the part of the nervous system that sort of trumps the other one, is it just tells the sympathetic nervous system, it gives it a little pep talk and says, hey, we're good, we're safe, there's no imminent danger within us or around us. You can take the night off, right? And so the aim is, with the practices that I share here in this library, is that you start to become parasympathetic dominant, because we don't just want to be relaxed when we're getting a spa service or a pedicure, right? Or when we're having our digital detox night with the family. We want to have our inner landscape be as relaxed as possible, as much as possible. Why? Because from that state of relaxation, from a deep neurobiological, biochemical place, we find grace, and we find ease, and we find we're able to flow through the challenges of life with a little bit more fluidity, because we know, we don't know, but we know from an embodied place that we're safe. So the parasympathetic nervous system is your relaxation response. It's what's often referred to as rest and digest. When this part of the body is active, that's when all the good stuff happens in the body that brings you back to vitality, inner harmony, clearing out all the toxins, making sure you have healthy hair and skin and your aura is radiant, and you sleep well, and you're present for conversations. Right? I like to call the parasympathetic nervous system the stay and play, because when this part of the body is active, you're more imaginative. You can manifest and dream, right? You can let the playful nature of your inner child come online more, because they know that they're safe to do so. So there's so many reasons why we want to become parasympathetic dominant, and there's going to be many more videos on that, but my intention was to just educate you a little bit more on what the parasympathetic nervous system is and why it's important to relax. So I'll see you in the next video. Hello, my friends. Thank you for watching this video. And as I shared in the beginning, this is all part of the Relaxed Radio playlist here on my Satnam Society YouTube channel. As I shared before, let this be a place that you continue to return to receive juicy tips and practices, so that you can really sink into your being, so that you can really relax into your true essence, so that you can relax into the now. And from that space, magic happens. And from that space, manifestation and magnetism happen, my friends. So if you're enjoying the content that you're seeing in this library, then you'll definitely love the mentorship program that I'm launching. It's called BE, and it's a 1-month foundational mentorship with me. It's a 4-week container where we work one-on-one together to really dig deep into the philosophies and principles I share with you here in these videos. And again, the idea is to release the tension in the body, rewire your nervous system, so deep internal shifts in your biochemistry, and to really work together one-on-one with lifestyle design, so that you can be your most radiant and grounded self. So if that sounds good to you, I'd love to send you a little bit more information, and we can schedule a complimentary 20-minute connection call to talk a little bit more about it. Go ahead and see the link in the comments below to schedule that call and get my PDF all about the Be mentorship. Sending love.